Welcome to another segment of Chat2mi. This
Chat2mi.
program was
Yeah,
brought to you
Chat2mi.
by
Chat2mi. Yeah, just Chat2mi. Chat2mi. Yeah,
www.artistlinkupradio.net.
just Chat2mi.
Okay, guys. Wonderful, wonderful. Good evening, good afternoon, good
Hello.
wherever
Hi,
you
how are you?
reside. Come chat to me, Miss Yolanda Cook. Meet my co-host, Lady M. I have another co-host, Leila Fisher, but she's gonna come on after our chat tonight. Now, guys, our guest speaker today is Yolanda Cook, credit counselor. She is here to discuss why credit repair is so important and the reason why we should make an effort to fix our credit. Now, before we go into all that, I would like to ask everyone who is passing through the live to give the live a share, please, and thank you. Yolanda Cook, you can, I'm not sure if you're familiar with how to share live yet, but you will soon figure it out. So your fans and friends can also see the live while I share it. Lady M, you can't make that share, you know. Yeah, here. Hey, everybody.
I will go ahead and do that.
Make that share, please, and thank you, because this is a very important topic that we need to have the viewers and the listeners participate. But in the meantime, in between time, for those who aren't familiar with who Yolanda is, can give a little background of who you are and why credit repair is so important.
Yes. Hi, my name is Yolanda Cook, and when I first started on my journey with credit repair, I had a 320 credit score. I had just lost my husband, and everything was in his name, and I couldn't do anything with my credit score. So I decided to get it fixed, and I started working on my credit. I stayed with my girlfriend. I had lost the place that me and my husband had shared because I couldn't keep up with the bills. And, everything was based on credit. I couldn't even get my own apartment. I ended up staying with a girlfriend and just working on my credit. Within the first 60 days, my credit score increased over 120 points because I paid down some debt. And I started paying my bills on time. I didn't know anything about credit. I didn't realize that 35% of your credit score is based on your on-time payment history. So if you're late on...
Can you say it again?
35% of your credit score is based on your on-time payment history. So this means that paying your bills on time is very, very important. Your credit score can drop between 100 and 150 points.
Let me ask you a question, Miss Yolanda. If you are paying your bills and the bill is due on the 6th, I can pay it on the 6th.
If you pay it on the 6th,
It's be late. If I pay it on the 6th, it's late.
you're late. You have a due date. It has to be paid by that due date. Anything after that due date, you're late.
So what about if we pay? What about if we pay before the due date? What does that do to enhance our credit?
If you pay before the due date, it doesn't do too much. If you happen to pay like 10 days before the due date, right? And then you pay 3 days before the due date, your credit score will increase because you're confusing them thinking you're making 2 payments when you're actually only making 1 payment.
So question, would it be best if I have a bill to pay for $150, I can pay 75 10 days before, and the day off or the 3 days before I could pay
Yeah.
for the due date or the day off the due date I can pay it again, and then it will increase my credit.
If you pay it twice, 10 days before the due date and 3 days before the due date, yes, you'll confuse the system into thinking you made 2 payments.
Wow.
So in the course of 6 months, instead of getting credited for 6 payments, you'll get credited for 12.
Wow. Wow. Lady M, my co-host is here. I'm pretty sure you have some questions for Miss Yolanda. Everything for her, Miss Maxine?
No, sweetie, I'm just listening. I'm very familiar with what she said because you know, I'm one of the person that doesn't buy things on credit. I always go by cash, and I fall in the same position that she's in. I didn't have I still don't, because I still don't buy. If I buy a car, I bought the car cash. Did not realizing that works. No, that's not good. That's really bad. You're supposed to. It's really bad. So I know I'm very, very, very familiar with what she's talking about.
Nicola. So, guys, if you happen to just be joining us, we're just a couple minutes in the program, and we're here hanging with Miss Yolanda Cook. She's a credit counselor, and she has the know-how to fix the credit. She has bad credit. It's not now going for credit. They want to build up some credit, and all them little good stuff there. Miss Yolanda Cook is the first one you need to grab, and she will give you detailed information. Miss Yolanda, tell the people where they can find you and where they can go. Because listen, Miss Yolanda not gonna give you all the secrets on Instagram. You need to get in touch with her, jump up in her inbox, and make a connection happen. Okay, Nicola is gonna come on, and let's hear if Nicola has any questions, you guys. Yeah. It's so fun. The last time we spoke, Miss Yolanda, was inside of One Love Radio. Now we are in on Love Radio, and you're on Chat2mi. I'm Nicola. You're struggling, Nicola.
I think she's outside.
By the epic, big up.
I think Nicole is outside, so she's spinning.
I'm gonna remove her, and then when she gets a good little reception, come back. Nicola, I remove you because you're circling, and we still have Miss Yolanda here, who is a credit counselor. She will counsel you on as to how to fix your credit, to repair your credit, so you can have better credit in moving forward. Financial freedom, they can go that. Look here, when you have good credit, tell me some of the stuff that one can do when I have good credit, Miss Yolanda.
What you can do with good credit, you can go to a dealership, give them your social security card, and leave out the dealership with no money down.
But what kind of credit? Well, I know, because good credit, just good credit, because you have good credit, you have poor, you have good, you have great, and you have the credit score.
The credit score, they range from 300 to 850. 300 being the lowest.
Right.
And 850 being the highest.
Right. And
the higher your credit score is, the more money you save in interest.
Wow.
The lower your credit score is, the more money you save in interest. The higher your credit score is, you can get anything you want. Sky's the limit.
So, if I have an 800 credit score, if I have a 775 credit score, can I go to the dealership and walk with a nice car without paying any down payment?
Without a doubt. Definitely.
775?
Your credit score speaks for you.
Because right now I'm in the 700s with mine.
Okay. You're doing good. Keep going. Keep going. It goes to 850.
700. It's in the 725, going up 730 there. But I need to.
Do you use credit?
Huh?
Do you use credit?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Because if you don't use credit, a lot of people are afraid to use credit. If you don't use credit, you are doing yourself a disservice. You have to use credit. Credit is like a lifeline for, you need a project that needs to be done and you don't have the cash, you can always use credit.
Yes. Why is it so important to use credit instead of your own cash?
Because cash doesn't leave a paper trail. Credit shows consumers whether you can be trusted or not. Do you pay your bills on time? When you use your credit, it shows 10% of the pie is new credit. 15% is your length of credit history. How long have you been using credit? 35%, like I said, is your payment history. And the 30% is the amount owed. How much do you owe?
How much? Me? Honestly, I don't have a lot of debt. I don't owe a lot of money. My debt is less than 10K. Less.
Mm-hmm.
Less
so
than
what are you doing to?
Less than 5 too. If I check back.
What are you doing to help increase your credit? Do you have any secure cards?
Right now, for me, I have a card that I'm paying for out of my name. I have a few. I have credit cards that I'm using, and as I use it, I pay it. Sometimes I make slip. I'm not gonna. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I don't remember everything. But I start putting stuff to pay on auto. You know. So,
well, the fastest way, the best way to keep from forgetting to pay your bills is to have it taken out automatically. That way you don't have to worry about it.
Sometimes when I do that, if I don't have the capital in there, I may go into all the business. Listen, Yolanda.
You know why? You know what you have to do? You have to budget your money. You have to track your spending and your income. If you had a budget, you would know what was coming in and what was coming out and what was due.
I know what is coming in, and I know exactly what is going on. And listen to me. And let me tell you something. You see, what is coming in is not much more than what is going out. Like, so you have to be balanced in
the ratio to income.
Right now, because they know our cost of living. I like the mountains, and they are not raising our wages at work, and everything is more expensive. So it's squeezing us to that. How is people supposed to suffer? How people feel really pay them bills? Look here, one bill I got slip around the corner. One bill I got slip. Look here, when it me to pay the rent, and pay the this, and pay that, and pay the that, and pay the that, and everything fantastic. The credit score, you have to be coming up with. That's why you have to be listen. You see, you say balancing and knowing how to budget is very important, because if you're making us, so now we have to go to prioritizing what we from what we want from what we need. You understand? And don't go with no crazy spending, because I'm budget. I say, this is for this, and then when we don't have the money left for the rest of the month, so we can't spend.
Exactly. Because we overspend anyway. We don't budget our money. We go on wild spending. We get paid, and the last thing we pay is our bills.
Do remember to follow our platforms on Instagram at Chat2mi, DJ Empress
just chat to me. Chat to me, just chat to me. Go, chat to me, me want you chat to me, talk to me, you fi chat to me. The program name Chat2mi, all over the world, everybody lock to me. Empress Tasha, what you say, mommy? Talk to the people and you fi chat to me. Me tell them nothing never do me, Around boss, I'm here represent Empress Tasha, Glamour T, and the program Chat2mi. come chat to me. Chat to me. Come chat to me. With them press the shy. Don't change the dial. Rumbas representing.